Hello again. Today we will see items how to display data from database. Here we will display the team member list from our database. We have a database named webdev. Under this database we have a one table, and if you go to the table we can see that there are two items, there are two data in this table. So we will display these two items, these two data in our web page. For example, right here under this team member list. So to do that, we need to check first our configurations. We need to go to the auto load, and we have to check if our database is loading here under this library, and also helper URL. So if you don't have database library here, just copy it from here, including the quotation. You don't need the comma if you don't have multiple items. If you have only one items, you need to just copy this and then put this in here. So database is loading here. Let me just remove all of this. So database is loading, and also you have to check out database configuration. Go to database.php, then check out database name. Database name will be the same as database name. If you check the database name here, the database name, this is the database, and you have to check the username. By default username will be root, and by default password will be null. There will be no password. So this is the basic configuration for database. Let me close this. Now we load this team, this controller about under this about function, and we load a function called team. And if we click this, if we go to this URL, you will find a team member list. So this is calling a view called team members. If you go to the view about us team members, so it is calling this view. So we will put our database information, we will put everything that we got from database under this view. Alright, so now we already know how to create variable, how to pass variable. You already know that. So we will pass another variable. We have to write down data, and let's say members. Under this member variable, what this member variable will do, this member variable will go to the model. As we know that whenever we want to do something with database, we need to go to the model, because model is responsible for all the database. So let me write this. Sorry, this is a new keyboard. This member model, and under this member model you will get a function called get members or get all members, right? So that means it will collect all the members from the members model, and it will pass this to this layout and these team members. So now as you can see, we need a member model. We need a model called member model. So let me go to the model, and here is a member model. We have created a member model. So this is the basic structure of the member model. You'll get it later. So in this member model, the class name, as the controller, you have to change the class name just like the member model, and we need to write this parent construct. Right. So after that, you will need a function. You'll need a function called get all the members. Public function, and then this get all members. You can give the name anything you want, but you have to remember both are the same name. Whatever you put here, you need to put it in there. Alright, Okay, so we will return this as we get from DB. DB means database. We will get it as select. Select. What we will select? We will select everything. So we will give the star mark. That means we will select everything, and we will select from where? We will select from our database, from the table name. What is our table name? Let me check. Table name is members. This is our table name, members. And the method will be get. How we will get this data? Result, and we will put this result under a array. I'm really sorry, this is new keyboard, so it has some problems. Right, so now we'll get all the members, and how we'll get this? We'll return this, whatever we get, select star, that means everything from members table, get as a result array. So it will select all of this, everything is fine, then it will go to this controller under this member method. So it will pass this, whatever that this code is getting, everything, it will pass this here. But before that, we need to load a model under this controller. So this is how we load model, this load model, and it will put under this parent construct, public function construct, then bracket, then parent construct, and then model, bracket close. Then you can put everything under this model. So we are calling this model from here, and this model is in this model. So this model is going to this method. So this variable is going to the under this model and then go to this method, and whatever they got everything, and they will take it to members method, members variable. So, and this variable will pass in this page. So let me check the page now. Here first, let me just var dump, as we'll see if everything is okay or if we get any error. So to do that, we need to pass a var dump, echo var dump. So under this var dump, you will give the variable. Alright, so let me reload. Now you can see we are getting everything from our table, from our database. Here you can see to name. So here is the to name, full name, this is the full name, phone number. That means our codes are okay. So we will get all of these items to our page. So this is the var dump data. We don't need this as like this. We need some formation. We need to display it nicely. So let me take a table. We'll put everything under this table. Let me just copy one table. Here we can use this table. Copy it, and we will go to here. So we have a window here. We'll put everything in this table. Under this table we have a heading, table header, this header, and we have a table body here. we have a row here, all the rows, so we don't need other rows, we will use only one row. See, if we reload this is our table structure. So now change it as you want, for example full name. That means this column is for full name, this column is for email and for contact. So we will load everything here. But before that we need to load a for each function, because we have result array, so we have multiple data, so we need to get it as a for each function. For each, the variable here you can see the instructions, so we need to put a variable here. So this is our variable members, we need to put it, and we will show it as row. We don't need this value right now, so we will echo the row now. Before that we need to close the PHP here, and we need to close this here. Now we can echo the row, as we have row here. So row, under this row we'll put all the item. The item is, it has to be the same as the database we have in database. So in our database we have full name. Go to structure, we have full name, so we have to put everything like this same full name, and we can just copy it now. So put that to close. We'll copy it here and here. So we'll put email here and phone here. You have to remember that this item will be, this name will be the same as we have in this database. So let me just refresh. Now you can see under full name you are getting this full name one by one, right? So this is how we can display data from database. Also you can see that we have two items here, but we are seeing only one name, one number. So we can get the serial number. This is not the number, this is not the member ID we have here. We have a member ID here, but this is not that. So we will give a serial number here. We are seeing one just because we have a static one in this code. So we will get the serial number. We'll give the name as count. So by count, what we meant, we will add this variable, count is equal to 1. And also this count will increase from 1 by 1. Count is equal to count plus 1. What happened here? Let me check first. So this count is will keep this count before for it. Now you can see this is increasing 1 2, and if you have more data it will go 1 2 3 4 5 6 like this. So now we don't need this for it, we don't need this var dump, we can remove it, we can remove the var dump from here. And let me just add one more button to see individual item, and we will get that individual item later. We don't need this at the rate. So here we'll give a button here. I'll give a class from Bootstrap. And we will get one more heading.